Hi, hope you're having a great week. This week I want to talk to you about something that's very special and dear to my heart. It's about how to manage our ego's opinion. It's such a profound idea because so many of us, when we get out there, we try to think about how to get rid of our ego. And what I understand is that our ego cannot be getting rid of. Our ego is always kind of going to be hanging out. It's always going to be there. But whether or not you identify with it will really determine the direction that you're moving in your life. Our ego is so caught up in trying to create certain things and connect with certain attachments. It might be new clothes, it might be a new car, a new outfit. You're trying to create something extraordinary, and it's not so much what you're trying to do, but it's about where it's coming from within yourself. Because the reality is that when you're coming from that place, and you're coming from that place, your ego's opinion, and you're in the process of creating those external things, those things around you, when you actually achieve them, they don't have the richness and fulfillment that they have coming from your infinite self. Essentially, your ego is your finite self, and you have this infinite, powerful, huge inner self, and that's what I'm inviting you to connect with this week. Think of it this way. I work with so many people that are so caught up in trying to create something for tomorrow that they actually forget about today. It's what are you doing today? What are you connecting with today? Because you can spend all your time and energy very focused on trying to create things for tomorrow, which is fine to do, but the reality is if you don't come back and connect with this present moment of today, you're not going to experience that. How do we manage the ego's opinion? The easiest way to manage the ego's opinion is to live today as if it's your last day. Think of it this way. We never know how long we're going to be here. And if we're so caught up in trying to do something for tomorrow or thinking about yesteryear, we're never here in this present moment. And that's where your infinite self lives. It doesn't live anywhere else. It doesn't live in the future. It doesn't live in the past. It's right here, right now. So you can spend 90 years of your life actually existing, but not really living, because you're so caught up in trying to create the health and the finances and the relationships that you forgot to be present with your daily health, finances, and relationships. And that's really what it is to live today. How would you live your life if today was your last day? And you knew that. Someone told you, at the end of this day, you're going to go to bed and you're not going to wake up tomorrow. What are you going to do? Who are you going to be? Are you going to pour your heart into everything you absolutely do? Who are you going to connect with on the street? How are you going to treat your friends, your colleagues, your coworkers? This week, I got something special planned for myself. It's a really big training week for me where I'm gonna log well over 40 hours. It's called a big bike week. Today I rode 100 miles. I'm gonna ride 100 miles every single other day. And between those days, riding 60 to 75 miles. So at the end, I'm putting several hundred miles in. The cool thing about that is that I experience hardships. I experience some pain. I can think about in those moments when I'm on my bike for several hours about, man, how I want this pain fest or this suffering fest to actually end. Or I can come back to this present moment and see the beauty for what it is, the work I'm doing, connecting with my body. And by doing that, I can actually allow discomfort, aches, and pains in my body while I'm pushing myself and pushing the envelope to actually subside and see the beauty that's around me, the nature, the fact that I get to be outside and be in nature and trees and smell the air and have this authentic experience. It's such a gift, but it allows me to come back to my presence. And not only do I make huge deposits in my physical account, I make huge deposits in my spiritual bank account simply because I get to spend most of my time managing my ego and stepping into my infinite self and stepping into my infinite power. So it's less about what you're doing, it's more about who you're being. The ego is caught up in quantity. Your infinite self and power only is concerned about quality and who you're being in the present moment. So please focus on that this week. If you have any questions or concerns, please post them below. I'd love to hear what's going on in your life, and we'll chat soon. Have a great week, my friend.